Problem is build.
Right.
Safety features not existing. In the New York area, it's like this kind of build and probably bypassed. I've been seeing a lot of batteries that people bringing us to repair, and they've been completely bypassed, both sides, charge and discharge. And that damaged wire can make short circuit between groups, and this battery going on fire immediately. 1,500.
Wow.
For this garbage, for this bomb.
Why in the world would anybody bypass a BMS? Can you explain to me why they do that?
They're saving money.
So what is up, guys and girls? Today's video was not planned. I'm gonna show you something that I bumped into while visiting the guys over at Powerful Lithium. And it's something that needs to be put out there. It's something that needs to be addressed. It's something that you guys need to know when you guys are out shopping for a battery. Anybody could say that they know how to build batteries, but I would buy from someone that is reputable. Without any further ado, let's get into this one.
I'm scared right now. And one of the reasons why I'm scared right now is because of what you see right here in front of me. This to me looks like it's an explosion waiting to happen.
Exactly.
Yeah, Samsung 50Es?
Samsung 50Es.
Okay.
Great cells, but
great cells.
Someone ruined them.
And this is the way it came?
Exactly.
With duct tape on it?
It's not problem duct tape. You know, it's problem build.
Cell holders. He used cell holders.
That's good part.
Okay.
Good part of the temp bomb.
Oh, temporary bomb. I'm concerned with this over here because of the path.
Okay.
And this gauge of the wire.
Okay.
But yes, please.
So we have here groups. As you see here, this is minus, and then after that. Minus, and then this is next group. It's a little bit weird grouping also.
Okay.
But thing is, when you have this wire, this is wire for BMS. This wire doing like this wire monitoring this specific group and sending informations to BMS. All those batteries, they're supposed to have those wires, but problem is with this. Let's say like this first. First problem, no ring insulators. First thing. Okay. The other thing, someone wire solder on this battery.
Okay.
Thing is, battery cells, they works up to 60 Celsius temperature. Between 60 and 80 is like peak temperature. After 80 Celsius, you're expecting fire. You don't want to stress cells with that heating, with that heat. So, like our BMS, it's set at up to 60, 65 max Celsius, and after that, cutting you off.
Okay.
You're not going to be able to use that battery until the battery cool down. That means that everything above those temperatures ruining cells, damaging life of cells, and also cell can explode. That's like worst case scenario. When someone pick this type of doing connections between cells,
right?
So someone used copper wire for electricity in households, and they used to melt this solder wire. To melt this solder wire, melting point is 260 Celsius. Melting point. And keep in mind, when you're melting this, you need to hold on the cell for a couple seconds, 5-7 seconds, that you can stick that solder wire to the cell.
Right.
In that moment, you're heating up cell abnormally.
Right.
So, and you're damaging cell permanently, you're shorting life, and also gambling with that cell can explode in front of you when you're doing this kind of job.
Okay.
And second thing, those wires,
yes.
What we see here, this wire monitoring this cell, and that wire going above other groups and touching. You can see here how it looks like this, because it's been right there. So, and this battery, without any insulations, without anything, sitting right up, right here like this.
That was my next
and
question.
Vibrations in battery enclosures, they can make damaged this wire, and that damaged wire can make short circuit between groups, and this battery going on fire immediately.
Very scary.
Immediately. And also this battery being made with BMS, solid BMS, but BMS being bypassed also. So it's going directly from the cells, discharge and charge. Some companies, they're doing charging port through BMS and discharge port bypassed, which is not good also from safety features.
Right.
But this person
Right.
who did this, he really don't know what he's doing.
Okay.
And this is something what's dangerous for any household, for anyone in community. And I don't know, people need to stop doing those things. This is completely dangerous. This pack can cause fire, like whole building can run down on fire.
Right.
Because of pack like this.
Somebody can die.
Exactly.
Why, for those people that are watching this that have no idea, why in the world would anybody bypass a BMS? Can you explain to me why they do that?
They're saving money. First thing, they're saving money because they're using BMS just to charge battery, and for discharge they bypassing that. Because like us, we're using different BMS, depends of application. So we have 150 amps discharge BMS, 300 amps discharge BMS, 400, 500, 450, 600, 700, depends how big discharge is, what customer needs for his application. Okay. So right BMS need to match right cells and right build. Right. You need to secure also, it's not just BMS and cells, you need to secure good current flow between cell groups.
Right.
We spoke before about that.
And this is not happening here.
This not happening here, no way that's happening.
Right. So this is just more of a testament to people and why you should not buy that less expensive battery.
And to be honest,
something like
customer who bought this battery, he said that he paid a lot for this battery. That's the problem. Because I don't know person who made this, but person claiming that person knows what he's doing. And one of our customers, he bought like 3 of these for like 50% a markup from our regular price.
What?
Yeah, so like for us, like example, just like example, if we charge this battery $1,000, that person charged this like $1,500.
Oh, okay.
$1,500.
Wow.
For this garbage, for this bomb. And to be honest, cells is good. It's really good cells for depends of application. Again, they don't have high discharge rate. It's like 40 amps. They can provide like per group, continuous and maybe peak 50, 55 amps, which is not bad. But problem is build.
Right.
Safety features not existing. Right. Absolutely not existing. Knowledge zero, minus going knowledge about building batteries.
Immediately it's damaged once he tries to
too shame we can't reuse this batteries. Right now we waiting company who gonna pick up those batteries and dispose.
Oh really? Wow.
Yes.
What a shame.
They still works. They damaged life circle wise, because those cells can give you like 800 cycles or 1,000 cycles, and because this person damaged them with soldering, probably now those cells have like 200 to 300 cycles only. So that's the problem.
You also mentioned BMS for charging. What about discharging? Let's say he's like really cranking on his throttle. Is the BMS that they use protecting?
No.
So there's no shut off?
No.
So that has to do with also...
let's say controller being bricked from any reason. Sometimes, no, sometimes, very often, controllers become in short circuit at that moment. And when controller is in short circuit, controller is connected directly to the battery. If you don't have BMS on the battery or any sort of fuse or something like that, battery catching fire instantly. For battery to catch fire, you just need to short circuit battery positive and negative pole for 2-3 seconds, and those batteries, they already heat up on like 80-90 Celsius degrees, and they're catching fire immediately. You can't stop after that. Right. You need to trust to leave the process until they burn. Right. That's it. And best what you can do in that moment, like firefighters, what they're doing, we educate also firefighters how to deal with this when they have fire. Best bet is get bucket full water, throw this battery inside, and leave the process to happen. Right. Because you're helping to cool down those cells to release that energy. And if you have, like here, those cells, they're exploding and they're flying all over, and they're catching fire on the other things in apartment or something like that.
Not to change the topic, but going back to discharge, what's the problem with an individual cell if it's not protected and discharged, and it just keeps going all the way down to
they're heating up,
shuts off?
They're heating up. First thing, they're heating up if you're pulling way more amps than what a cell can provide you. That's why again we have BMS, because on BMS, especially on smart BMS, you have option to make configuration. What's your discharge rate? Was the continuous, was the peak, and you cutting off with that. If customer pulling, let's say you made him battery for 40 amps continuous and 50 amps peak, and customer trying to pull 70 amps, it will cut off. Right. It is not, BMS will void customer, it will stop customer of over stressing the pack. That's why again BMS is very important, very important in every battery. Also, I like to say, every customer, when you're charging your battery, charge when you are around there. You can't leave your battery, any battery, even from us. I always say you have to watch your battery. That's very important. You have to watch your battery, to keep eye on battery. Don't leave, because BMS can be tripped. Right. We don't know. Right. Something can happen. Never happened to us but you know, you need to make sure when you're charging battery, you need to have that, keep an eye every time, because batteries, when we've seen a lot in the New York area, it's like this kind of build and probably bypassed. I've been seeing a lot of batteries that people bringing us to repair, and they've been completely bypassed, both sides, charge and discharge. And they're relying just on the charger. But sometimes, let's say on 72 volt charger, battery fully charged is 84 volt. Right. But some chargers, they're giving 86 volt. Some chargers, because with higher voltage, they're winning amps to fast charge. Oh, okay. And that's normal, but you're supposed to have BMS. Right. And BMS limiting, as soon as any group inside of the battery reach 4.2 volt, it's cutting off, not allowing you to overcharge any battery, any cell.
Okay. So you posted a picture of a well-balanced battery not too long ago on your Instagram. I believe Dan is the one, right?
Yeah, Dan from Bronx, yeah.
Posted that. And that battery he had for about a year.
Yes, right? Last year he bought that battery from us. We made him that battery for his Onyx. It's a Hyperion battery made from moly cell, dual discharge, I think 400 amps BMS. And he made around, I think, 1,000 amp hours in cycle. That's around maybe 25-30 times he charged and discharged completely that pack over the year.
Still going strong.
Exactly. Yeah. That's like a school example. Exactly. That is all connections between those cell groups made solid, made well. that I like to. It's actually resistance is on minimum, and current flow is there. Even he pulling 300, 400 amps from that pack, current flow is satisfied.
Right.
That's very important on every battery.
Right. Well, the main goal of this is to show people what is out there, and I just don't want to see people buy something like this. I'd rather you reach out to these guys over here, Powerful Lithium, and let them satisfy your battery needs.
This is like example how battery being directly in the casing. No, nothing. No, it's only on top a little bit of this duct tape, nothing else, which is necessary in this moment. This duct tape not doing anything here. Even if you slap BMS, you have those spacers of plastic, still BMS can't touch those cells, so no reason to put even this. But also you can see here no any of insulations between those packs. And like I can show you right now, in the middle of the process, you see that we have all installations around on one of our batteries right here, and you see solid valves here, plate nickel, sometimes copper nickel if we need to secure higher current flow. So this is, you know, right now in the middle of the process, battery being assembled with proper cell holders, and every cell has fish paper rings on top, fish paper around, insulators. So we have those, you see those wires, they're not crossing each other. That's one right now in the middle of the process. And also I will show you another battery from the same guy, and you can see those wires.
What the hell is that?
Same guy, same builder, same battery. We really don't know. Look at this. We don't know what he did.
Oh, wait a minute. This was in there? This didn't get stuck when he picked it up off the floor?
He did this. Look at those wires.
Oh my God.
Look at this. And on this pack, he put some kind of installations. But look at this. Again, wire crossing all over other groups.
Oh my God.
Under this. You see, he used a regular copper and he didn't, you see this? He left insulation from regular copper wire, and he passing over another group with that. It's crazy.
It's scary. It's scary is what it is.
Yes. Yeah. So this is second, and we have third one also somewhere in the shop. And I can't wait to dispose those packs.
Yes. You need to get rid of these ASAP.
I really can't wait.
Wow. All right, so how can I end this? How can I sum this up? Is there a message you want to say to everybody?
Stay away from cheap batteries. Those batteries is expensive with reason.
Right.
It's not that we marking up us, that we making thousands, hundreds of dollars. It's not about that. It's about of build quality, about time that someone spent on those batteries. It's not like fast builds. It's like every battery is a separate story. So that's the reason why some batteries is very expensive and others very cheap.
Right.
So stay away from cheap battery. Cheap battery not existing. It's not good.
All right. Well, thanks for taking your time, V.
You're very welcome. Anytime.
Your time is valuable, and thanks for spending it with me.
All right. So if you enjoyed what you saw, please do not hesitate. Smash the like button. Leave a comment because I get back to everybody. And of course, if you want, please subscribe. So until the next video, peace out, everybody.
Cheap battery is not good.
No, not
I've been seeing people using, they saying, oh, my battery works 2-3 years. You've been lucky. You've been lucky. Nothing happened to you, to your family, to anyone.
Fat Boy Mac Mittens keeps raising the bar. Do you see that shine? Do you see that shine? Of course, if price is a concern, I've got something for you. I got a discount code. It'll save you $100 off the purchase price of your battery from Powerful Lithium. Keep that in mind when you're price shopping for your next battery.
You can save money on anything, but you can't save on battery or bike, on battery and on brakes. On those two things you can save money. On everything else you can.
Right.
Do whatever you want. Also tires, you need good tires.
Right.
But on everything else you can save up whatever you want. You can small light, whatever you want, seat, wrap, you know, save money on any other thing. But on battery, brakes and helmet, let's say, you don't want to save money on those things. That's something what
it's important.
Important.